everybody. Um, the way I work with my toddler is that I introduce something new to him every other week. And we work on it for a whole week, maybe even the next week, or another aspect of the same thing the next week, the following week. So this week, I wanted to introduce to him the clock. He does not know anything about telling time yet. I think it's too early on still. But with everything that we're doing throughout the day, I do try and relate to time. And, I tell him it's bedtime, or it's nap time, or it's lunchtime, breakfast time, quiet time. So all of that, but he doesn't really know what time itself stands for. The only thing that he knows anything to do with time would be the clock. I mean, I point at the clock and I tell him that's the clock, and the clock says, or I ask him what time is it right now, but he doesn't really know. So I thought, how do I make this simpler? How do I break it down to the most simple form for him? Even though he doesn't and won't be able to tell me time for a while, but still he would be able to familiarize himself with the clock. So I made this very rough clock out of a shoebox. It was a 5 minute thing. I thought of it and I made it there and then. This is something, it's rough because I wanted him to uh, get lots of hands-on practice with this thing. He has even taken the needle out a couple of times, and the hour hand, I've had to replace it a couple of times already. But this is how we work with it. So I am right now just trying to introduce to him the hours. So I have, this is with a permanent marker. This is the minute hand, and it's constantly on 12. So it's something in the background. Right now we are not going to be working on, like quarter or half past or things like that. We are just going to focus on the hours. So for example, right now I ask him, what time is it? So I ask him, what time is it right now? And he would tell me it is 11, because he knows his counting from 1 to 12. But then I try to stress, I tell him, I'm like, it is 11 o'clock. And this is how I try to focus on the clock part, o'clock part. So whenever I do turn the needle, wherever I turn it to, he is able to tell me what time it is now. With this practice, I was very happy that he is able to tell me the hours. We still have to work on the o'clock part. It's just something that he has to learn to put alongside telling me the time. For example, he can't just be like, it is 4. I'm like, yes, but it is 4 o'clock. And that's something that we are working on right now. And I feel that he is getting the hang of it. Working on it for another week, he would be able to tell me what hour it is on the clock. And gradually, when I feel that the time is right and I can add on to this, we will start working on the minutes. And then we will have our minute hand more alive and working. And we will we'll divide this by fives. And he knows his counting up till 40 right now. So until he learns it to 60, we are still going to stay with the hours. And then once he knows it by 60, which I would say would be another couple of weeks, then I will bring him, it could be a couple of weeks, it could be a month, it could be a month and a half, and then we will add the minutes. So far this is what I came up with, the simplified version of the clock that a toddler can actually pick up on. It is working with mine. I thought I'd share it, and hopefully you guys enjoy working with the clock with your toddler as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.